Hello everyone, Pan Gaming here. I was thinking for the bonus video for this PokeMedia one that I would catalog my thoughts about the process as I'm going through it, and maybe at the end I'll staple all of them together into one long thing. This is to contrast the Ishmael and Sifrin video that I did a while back, a couple months now, I believe, where I did a commentary track and just spoke all at once I finished it the day after. But part of the reason that I'm doing this is because of the Sifrin video had parts in it consistently through where I could give a little bit of insight into how making this is making me feel. The script for this video, I believe, is too tight together, and if I put anything like that in there, it's going to lose its pacing. So, I'm doing this instead. Today's the first night that I have started working on actually putting the video together. I'm at about the minute mark, but there's things I have to go grab because I forgot to. I've spent the last couple days downloading a bunch of posts. Everything that I've linked in my script is all here. It's a lot of stuff. And I'm generally concerned. This script is very long. Each blue bit here links to a specific post or comment chain, and this is just a lot. I believe it's mostly the CDV3 segment, which makes sense. It is mainly about him, and admittedly, this video is a thinly veiled disguise as a reason for me to talk about CDV3. So if you haven't noticed, that's a theme on my channel. I talk about the things I want to talk about, that I like talking about. I try not to get too negative here, but unless it's about myself. I'm allowed to be negative about myself. It happens all the time. So, yeah. This script is 15,000 words. One thing I usually do whenever I finish a script is to take the how long the previous scripts were, and how long the video ended up being, to get a words per minute on average, right? So doing the calculations with this and all of the video essays I've released before, this video is going to end up about 2 hours long, which is my longest video by about 30 minutes. That is concerning to me, because I do not know how to fill up 2 hours of time when all I have are Reddit posts, okay? I have pictures. There's no gameplay to show. There's no attached music. There's so much that I have to come up with, and I'm not sure I can make it interesting to watch, is my biggest concern right now. And if I can't make it interesting to watch, then I feel like I've done the people on PokeMedia wrong. So I guess that's my main concern right now, is that I usually aim for having something change on screen about, at minimum, every 5 seconds for the past videos, and I think I'm just going to have to lower my standards for this one. So, yeah. I'm fairly early on. Said I only about a minute in. As soon as I started working on this with a YouTube video in the back, my internet went out temporarily. It says it might be back. I'm not sure, so I'm just going to record this to, stall for some more time, I guess. Glad this looks like it's working now. OBS was having a few issues earlier for me for some reason, so this is actually a second attempt at the first recording. Oh yes, CDV3. Obviously he's the main subject here, but I started off this video with the idea of going ahead and being able to contact and do an interview with CDV3, or anyone else for that matter, as I thought it would be an interesting dynamic to have additional feedback from the person making the stuff I'm analyzing. I would have loved to do an interview with, like, Insert Disc 5 for the In Stars in Time Sifrin video, or Chani Jash for that video. I think that would have probably made that video actually good. It's not. But, no, I got a huge interview with CDB3, over an hour long, and then he was so kind enough to let me send him questions about anything that I wanted to ask. So it has been great to go back and forth and discuss some of his work, as well as, getting additional information, like if there's anyone else he wanted to shout out, or music is a big question for this. I'm not huge into the Pokemon games, at least the main line. So one of my other concerns is, how am I going to get music for 2 hours of video? So I asked him if he had any specific Pokemon music to use. And he did send me quite a few links, a few directions around for 2 of the Mystery Dungeon games, which is a big help once again. He's just been amazing to have, although I do believe he initially believed this was going to be a much shorter and much quickly done video. I think this script took me 2 weeks to write, which makes sense. It's a long script, even if it is like about half of CDV3's writing that I just had to retype into the script. Oh boy, there's something to be said about that, huh? About stealing people's content, huh? Maybe next time. That's a topic I've been considering, is my views on the whole stealing other people's content and trying to make a video about it. It's a topic for sure. Is there anything else I want to mention at the start here? Oh, yes, because this script has already taken me like 2 weeks. This making the video is probably going to take me a month. As soon as this video gets out, whenever I get it out, it will already be out of date. Well, I guess I shouldn't say completely out of date, but people make daily posts. Any story arc on there is going to be done by the time I finish this video. So, one thing that I mention here is Terabyte. As I'm writing this, they're going through a pretty crazy plot arc that they're calling Security Breach. Security Breach had 10 posts, and I don't know if they did one a day, but that's not 2 weeks. By the time I got to the end of the script and rewrote it, I had to write a correction that it was pretty good, and then I made a joke about Hope, which the Porygon Z is HO-P3, so, Hope. It's a good joke there. I do not know how fast, though, they're going to get to that plot arc, and I could already be completely out of date when this goes up, right? Like, do I cut that out entirely? Or, I don't know, man. I don't think I am. I think the script's done, because if I edit one thing, I'm going to be tempted to edit more, and I just need to draw a line. There's also quite a few people that, as I've become a little more active in the subreddit, that I have never really recognized before. One of which is, I think it's like a Professor Bob or something along those lines, that has commented on several of my recent posts at the minute. And I'm now starting to see him everywhere. I am so sorry, Professor Bob, that I did not mention you in this video, in the actual video at all. So that's my bad. It's my bad. We're about 10 minutes here, so I think that's a good bit. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling at the moment. Is this could be bad. Anyway, Do I say goodbye? I mean, it'll just cut to the next clip. Oh, yeah, for reference, it is April 3rd. April 3rd. It is, well, technically it's 1:30 a.m., so it's more accurately April 2nd, but late into the night. So there you go. There's your time reference. See ya. Alright, hey, this is Pan Gaming, Journal Entry 2. Today is the 6th, April 6th, and progress is going well. I am about 22 minutes into it. The intro was the hardest part so far because, well, there was a lot of posts to put in there, but this is having its own challenges as well. Specifically, how do you all of these transitions from one section to the next are all handmade and all separate. So that's not something I can copy paste. It's a lot of effort, yada, yada, yada. But I could complain as much as I want. I kind of knew what I was getting into when I was doing this. And this is way easier than the In Stars and Time searching for seconds of clips in hours of gameplay. So I think it's going pretty well so far. Been putting in a lot of extra work in, other than my usual nightly amount for these past 2 days. As my initial goal a couple days ago was, if this is a 120-minute long video, which should be an overestimate, hopefully, hopefully, that means I need to get about 4 minutes done each day if I want to get it out by the end of the month. And so if today's, well, now it's the 6th. It was the 5th. It just went past midnight to the 6th. That I had to catch up since I spent the first 2 days collecting posts and screenshots and all that. I think I showed you that last time. But that it's done a ton of the heavy lifting here. So editing has been really smooth and easy. ShotCut has only crashed one time so far, and I can appreciate that. Although it is starting to show signs of, hey, this project might be a little long. You know, just an occasional extra second of struggling when trying to adjust a clip to the correct length or something. Once again, nothing I haven't dealt with before, and in fact, this has so far really just been a walk in the park. I've done quite a few, maybe 3 or 4 test exports now, some of which have been even sent to CDV3, who has said, hey, this is looking great so far. So that's great. I'm glad he's okay with it, because if he didn't want this thing to fly, it wouldn't. He's also was the one who pointed me towards what Pokemon music to use, so I've legally downloaded Pokemon tracks that I'm using. All of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeons for Gates to Infinity? Gates of Infinity, something like that, as well as the other one, maybe this Explorers of Sky, probably. So I've had at least a good place to look, you know, just scroll through the music, pick things that might sound good, and then figure it out. So that's probably the hardest part, and if the hardest part is scrolling through a list of music you've already downloaded to find one that kind of fits, that means this is going perfectly well. I am still trying to be a little bit careful with audio balancing, with the new balancing out new mic, Lancon's mic, as well as CDV3's interview clips. It's a lot of sources to balance. So I think it's going pretty well. The test edits that I've sent to, as well as CDV3, but to Lancon, Dark Magic, and such, have also been pretty good. So I think this is going well. It does concern me that I am 21 minutes into this. Let's just go to the end of the clip I have right now, right? Which is about here, 22 minutes. The video right now goes to 1 hour and 6 minutes. which that means what I have in here that's taking most of the time up right now is the script for this CDV3 segment. I have the entire bit of my recording for CDV3, CDV3 segment in here, and I feel like that should probably go deeper, but deeper than an hour and 6 minutes right now, if this is going to be 2 hours long. So, but I guess it kind of makes sense since I haven't really hit any of the segments where it's just a long reading. Lancon reads you a CDV3 post or something. Because haven't hit that yet. And I know that's going to take up a ton of time. Then there's also the whole my turn on PokeMedia bit, which isn't imported at the moment, so... yeah. I guess that's where I'm at right now. Things are going great. I'm liking it. I'm liking how this is turning out. I'm liking some of the jokes I'm coming up with to put in to buy time. Other places I wish I would do more, but like for example this one where it's just Ninetales before Gaia and Dramatic Effect pop up, but it's just Cinder for like a full 10-15 seconds, which I want to do something with it, but I don't know what. I feel like the Moon bit I did great here, although I could add another joke because apparently Moonshara doesn't get the prankster trait, which is a trait that exists. So that would be a fun thing to reference there, but I don't know where to put it, you know. I'm having a really great time with this confetti effect. One joke I do want to mention, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it easily like this. There's one part where I put CDV3, I'm a normal trainer that does normal things. And it's... That one I actually use... Oh, this one. Here it is. I'm a regular trainer doing regular things. This... image. I don't have the profile image of CDV3. I could probably ask for it, but I don't want to. I don't need to. So instead, I just edited the text on this tweet. And it is so funny to me because this tweet is the Gaia is dead tweet. It's the same time, same date, same amount of retweets, quote tweets, likes, same box. I just changed the text to normal stuff. I don't know if that's going to be a reoccurring joke. I would love it to be one through this whole video where I constantly reuse the Gaia is dead text box, but it's really funny to me of reusing that text box. I don't know if anyone's going to get that joke. If anyone, it would be CDV3, but I don't think... He might get it. I don't know. Jury's out on that. I sent him a, this green marker here is the last thing I exported. So, I sent it to him. He hasn't responded yet for today's one. But, yeah, no, progress is going well. I think hopes are high right now. Things are going well. Hardest bits, the music, and yeah. So, once again, this is the night of April 5th, currently now past midnight, so the 6th. Hello everyone, Pangaming here, about 24 hours after the last update. It is the 6th, more specifically, late night, 2 a.m., so technically the next day, whatever. I believe in the last one I talked a lot about how I thought it was going well. I'm now about 33 minutes into this video, so progress has been going pretty well, honestly, so far. The issue is about the next section that is about to come up. Let me pull that up. Right, I've got the script here. So we've got the Houndoom part. So I've just finished the Houndoom Obsidian mention, and I'm at this bit. An entire storyline takes the spot, a fun hike, but it's time for a tangent. Have you heard of a false Hydra? This entire bit is just me talking about the false Hydra as a concept, and I have no idea what I'm gonna put on screen. This is gotta be probably like at least a minute or two of stuff. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I might try to jury rig? Is that even the right term? Whatever. Jury rig something for this. I feel like this could be really good only if I can actually, get some images. Get an image of like a bar or a tavern, use it as the backdrop, put up some character guys, whatever, on screen. That might be the only way for this to actually work out well, and if I do that, this might take a ton of effort. This stuff at least I could just quote from the article, but this is that's a huge paragraph, and the amount of effort that's going to go into making this, if I go that route, is going to be a while. So yeah, there's that. That's a little concerning. The other bit is that I feel like a lot of the stuff around the whole a fun hike is going to be very tough editing wise, since I only have Lancon read out one post, just one out of the 7. Oh, I guess 2 after the fun hike bit. The last post gets read out because it's actually important and starts moving into the Gaia bits, and I believe the Gaia bits will be at the same time the easiest stuff and the most important stuff. If I can't get the Gaia's death bit to land, this whole video is worthless. Oh boy. So I've been thinking about what music I want to use. I'm thinking about how I'm going to display it. I believe Lancon's performance for it is phenomenal. That if anything, he might carry this whole piece. Like usual. Oh boy. But I think that's going to be the next test export. Will be once the Gaia's death arc is ready. And then I'll export it, send it, upload it unlisted, send it out to the appropriate people. And if it hits, if they all go like, holy shit, Gaia, then I know this video's a success. It doesn't matter what I do from that point, because, I believe that'll be roughly maybe the midpoint or the 2/3 point through the video. And it goes on from there. There's a lot of stuff to do since that mark, but none of it's that crazy. As long as Gaia's death hits, then I've done it. Then this project is a success. It doesn't matter how many people see it. If Gaia's death hits. I guess this is comparable to the In Stars and Time Sifrin Ishmael video, in which a lot of my focus for that video was to just try and make sure the audience could feel the way I did playing it. Less so the Ishmael bit and more so the Sifrin bit. Which makes sense, since the Sifrin bit ends up being like an hour long in that video, and it's a whole big thing. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I do think it is my best work I've ever done. Even if it starts off a little rough, I learned a lot while making the video. It was really my first deep dive into, getting things voiced and all of that, so... But I would really encourage. I do think that's my best video I've ever made. Uh, and part of it is because of how well I think the whole looping process there in Stars in Time is a time loop game, kind of. And the way I convey the feelings of this loop through the video is, I think, what makes it so well. So good. Oh boy. So if I can recapture that magic, put it here, I think that'll be a success. I think that'll be great. And that's the one thing. So, I guess to wrap it up, yeah, I'm starting to have a couple doubts in my abilities here, but this is really this is more of a marathon and not a sprint, or whatever they say. I don't know. Heck, 33 minutes in, and this project's been going for just several days at this point. Well, editing wise, it's been going several days. This has been huge. And I mean, I know I've been putting in more time than just my nights into this, but I kind of, I don't know. I feel like I'm somewhere between I just want to get this done and I'm just really motivated to, right? Like, I want to see this final product. I want to get it out there, like, positively. I want to get this to a point where I can show the world, and hopefully, at bare minimum, I'd like the people on PokeMedia to see this. It'd be cool to see a couple of comments going, hey, this is, hey, this is Kane, or this is Sam, or this is Professor Bob, or whatever his name is. I'm sorry if that's not your name. Oh, boy. I guess this is, just trying to show an appreciation for some of the arts. Really, I guess that's what my whole channel is. That's my goal, is to just talk about things that I really enjoy. And I've really enjoyed my time on PokeMedia. I'm slacking a little bit right now on the PokeMedia posts, to be honest. I was aiming for every other day that I think I'll mention later in the script. Haven't gotten there yet. And I've kind of fallen behind on that a little bit, but can you blame me? I am really just trying to get this video done. Yeah, I just want to get this video done, man. I want to get it out there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say right now, I guess. I wonder if this probably isn't just like a me thing, right? This is probably just the creative process in general, right? Where you have that whole doubt and uncertainty part. I don't know if like CDV3 or anyone else would. I imagine for some of his plot lines, it is roughly the same. But if you can just make a post, don't put a ton of effort into it from start to finish, just get something out there fast, it's probably not that bad. But I also know I overthink things a lot. Wonder if that there's a person who commented on the Ishmael and Sifrin video, and I think about them a lot. On the Ishmael Sifrin video, which, once again, before this video comes out, that one was my longest at, I think, about 90 minutes, maybe? Hour and a half. And there was this comment that I got on the main video that was someone going and just as they're watching the video, dropping a timestamp and the additional comment about that particular moment. And it was this whole long comment filled with timestamps, and it was very fun to go through and read. And I even responded to it, dropping a response to each timestamp. But they didn't realize, because I say it at the very end of the video, that I read every single comment. And I do. I do still read every single comment that's left on my YouTube channel. And so at the end, they were like, you read all of this? Oh, I'm so sorry. It was a good video, I promise. And then they even watched the commentary track, which was the main bonus video for that one, which the commentary track was literally the video playing in the background and me just talking over it. A whole nother 90 minutes of just me talking. And they did the exact same thing, leaving comments and notes, but knowing this time specifically that I am going to read that. And I believe they started with hello again, video essay goober. And I've been thinking about that a lot. I don't believe they've commented on the 2 videos since then. I wonder if they're doing well. That's all I can really ask for, right? Sometimes I think about that stupid fucking Jash video. I still get comments on it every so often. It's been how long? Over a month now at this point. And whenever I get a notification, whenever someone leaves a comment, I get a notification on YouTube. And every time I click on it, and I'm like, oh, finally, another good comment on probably that video I just released, my last one, even though it's been out for 2 weeks, right? It only has 13 comments. It's fucking bombed in every way, whatever. But hey, someone watched it and thought it was good and left a comment, and I click on it, and every single time it's on the Jash video, and half the time it's not even a good comment. It doesn't do anything for me. And sometimes I wish I never made that video. I think I'm gonna go take a break. See ya. Hello everyone, it is Pan Gaming here, like it always is. I don't know why I do an intro every time when I know I'm going to stitch these together, but I do anyway. Whoops. It is the 7th, almost midnight, so almost the 8th. Yep, their date check for those interested. I spent most of today's effort on this video, at least so far, trying to make the false Hydra segment work, and this was an incredible amount of effort. Just this was an insane amount of effort. Part of the issue is that I was trying to get a good selection of stuff without having to cite 30 different websites for where I got the stuff. So with what I've managed to do, it is Omega Strikers characters, throwback to that I used to make Omega Strikers content, and I still think about the game a lot. This background here is actually one I made myself in a program called Flowscape. And then the outside bit that is shown here briefly and later on that I just got from Google, but their stuff's in the bottom left, so that's pretty good. This is also a different mapping software. It's the mapping software I used to make my Dungeons and Dragons maps. Dungeon Painter Studios, I believe, is its name. Yeah, that sounds right to me. And the token is art I grabbed off of Google, which should be probably put in the description. I have it written. I have a link written down. But this has taken a ton of effort, and I don't know. I don't know about this whole bit. And then this bit afterwards feels just so poorly done, but I just don't know. And that specifically, this bit looks garbage. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of effort. It's way out there. I don't know if it'll actually be any good at all. But I'm starting to get to the other bit of the hike, which, if I pull up the script, here's the script. This is the heavily edited segment. This is the part where I feel like I could have done more. This is the Lancon Reads part, which is the current part I'm at right now, which this is only one of these posts. One of them. Post number 4 out of 7. And that's crazy. That might be why he might have also added 41 to it. But then I have this whole segment here where I try to rewrite this bit, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So that, I don't know, man. That seems, there's a lot of work to be done with this segment, and I had a brief conversation with CDV3 in DMs today, where I brought up that I am currently working on a hike arc, which, as it says in the video, is his second least favorite posts he's ever made. And wow, one of his comments on it, I believe, is the fact that that this is just a ton of is it here? No, I don't. There we go. Was too ambitious, so demotivated, yada yada yada, a lot of stuff. And I feel like the same things are happening right now with the fun hike posts, and it is hilarious to me. And CDV3 pointed that out, that even in retrospective, a fun hike is painful to deal with, which is kind of funny to me. But, you know, it's work that has to get done. I am still a little concerned about whether or not this is going to be anything of a video worth watching. I'm still wondering where the hell my estimates say, you know, less than like 111 minutes, if I remember right, and I'm still missing like 40 minutes. Is the rest of Lancon's recording really 40 minutes? But that's in the script. It shouldn't be accounted for. The only thing that isn't accounted for is the whole ending bit, which is recorded separately. So where is this extra 40 minutes coming from? Oh, it's because I haven't. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. If I'm editing this, cut that bit out. I don't think I'm editing this though. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's because I haven't dragged the Lancon bits into this one, so they're not in here, but they will be. They're already accounted for in the Word doc. Oh my god. I guess you can tell today has kind of been exhausting with. It's not even like a long part of the video, man. It's okay, 34 minutes. So we could say 33. It's 1 minute of this video, and this is so exhausting. Okay, it was moving. I was going to say, why is that misplaced? But this, oh my god, this has drained me. This 1 minute of footage, but I need to keep going. I need to keep moving forward. I can't slow down. Because I need to finish this. And slowing down will only result in me not finishing it. Oh, boy. I mean, at least I should have an easy part coming up right now with Lancon talking. It is custom done, word by word. I mean, not word by word, but, you know, whenever it's a different tweet, I have to hand do every single one of them. But that is easier to do than what I'll probably have to end up doing with the other ones. The other issue is that every time I add a video channel, ShotCut gets less steady. And moving things start to take longer and longer. It's already starting to happen, and while we aren't at a point where it crashes consistently, thankfully, we are at a point where if I move like an audio track about half a second forward or backwards, it will require me to just stop everything I'm doing for a full maybe 5 seconds, because if I do something, it might crash. So it's getting a little dangerous, but, you know, that's stuff I know how to work around. Just hope this is all worth it, you know? I don't know what I want from this. I guess I just want it to land. I want people to feel the same way that I felt. And now we're getting exactly back to what I was talking about in the Ishmael Sifrin video. Maybe there's an overlying, whatever. You know what? Words are stupid. Words are dumb. I don't know if I brought this up in a previous one. There's a trend that I've noticed with my stuff, and that is I will upload a medium-length video, a long video, and then a short video. I started with a medium one, that video about cards, about 15 minutes. I immediately dove into the deep end with the Ishmael Sifrin one, lasting about 90 minutes, and then I did a really easy one of Johnny Jash, and by easy, I mean it was short. It was difficult, it was short, and I hate that video. I think that video sucks. It's the worst thing I've ever made. That's the one that gets popular. So I've been thinking about what the short video is going to be for this next one. And I've been working on a script occasionally, and I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a little more artistic. It's artistic. And I am bad. I am not an artist. Well, I'm not an artist in the terms of painting or composing, but that's a musician. I'm not an artist in painting or sculpting. I do consider what I do to be art of video making, but I don't think I would consider myself an artist. Well, this has gotten nowhere fast. I'm just gonna hit stop recording and guess talk to you in about 24 hours. Hello, everyone. It is 2 a.m. Technically the 8th, but since it's past midnight, the 9th. Boy, I just finished it. Oh boy, I just finished up the Gaia death. Well, I suppose more accurately leaving off after the Gaia is dead tweet. This one. Oh my god, god damn you, CDV3. God damn you. I really shouldn't be fucking crying over this. Cried when I read it. Cried when I wrote about it. Cried when I edited it. Fucking great. I don't know if this is going to be able to get finished exporting tonight. I mean, I'm giving it about 2 hours to export. Hopefully it finishes exporting then. If I'm lucky, I'll also get to upload it then and send it out tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see though. We'll see. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say to you. Fuck you, CDV3. Oh, you fucking bastard. I don't remember. This might be a channel first where, like, it has been something that has consistently gotten me to cry. I don't think that happened in the in Stars in Time video at all. Well, maybe like once, but at all. My fucking god. There's some stuff I would have Lancon retake, but oh my god, did he nail these last couple fucking posts, dude? Holy shit. He fucking slammed it out of the goddamn park. There was one of them, like maybe post 49 or something, that there was like a buzz or a hum or something every time he talked. And I might have him redo that one, but it didn't last for all of them. And with how well it crescendos into it, it's beautiful. Yeah, he did an amazing job. He did an amazing job. God damn you, CDV3. What do I even fucking say? Progress has been... Excuse me. Sorry, I've been crying. Progress has been surprisingly fast. I think I was at like 40-ish yesterday. You'll be able to know in the video. It'll be obvious if I'm wrong. But the fact that I've gotten to an hour and 1 minute right now, even if it is 10 minutes a day, even if I was at 50 yesterday, that is insane. Insane pace. My concerns on where the video length is going to come from, they've been resolved. I'm up to a minute. Nope. I wish it was a minute. An hour, 26, 27 minutes. So, that's good. The length is there, which I think makes sense because I don't believe I have Lancon read off much of anything else. No, boy. God, I am fucked up, dude. This goddamn fictional turtle There's something I think about a lot. We are the stories we tell ourselves, which is how I try to justify how these things affect me. You know, I've I've mentioned in previous videos I love the genre of games that make you sad, and surprise, this is it. This is, I mean, it's not a game, but definitely fucking makes you sad. I hope so. If it didn't make you sad, congratulations. You're either a monster or I failed to make this video right. Oh. But we are the stories we tell ourselves. I had a cousin. I'm sorry. I think about him a lot. Oh my fucking god. I had a cousin. I think about him a lot. He's been gone for quite a while now, but he was he was cool. He was the coolest person I ever known. He was part of the reason why I got into gaming, just generally. Everything from card games to Mad Magazine to things like Xbox. I based a lot of my usernames. Well, not a lot, but I believe he was being famous on Xbox Live. One of my first gamer tags that I stuck with was being epic, because I don't think I have to explain it. Oh, I am a mess. Oh, I'm sorry. This is probably too much information. I'm just gonna end this now. Hello everyone, it is Pan Gaming here on the 12th, more accurately the 11th, but you know, past midnight, all that. I've said that several times, I think. It's been a while. I think since last time I made an entry, I reached about the hour point, which is where Gaia is dead tweet is made. Basically what I call the emotional climax of the entire video, as I don't think anything I do gets that crazy. But that is a very important part, and if that didn't work, I don't think the video would be worth pursuing if I couldn't, you know, get that reaction. Out of the 5 or so people I sent it to, I actually got responses from 2 of them. Of course, you know, finding a time to watch an hour of stuff that doesn't matter that much in the next 2 days, 2 weekdays even. Like, you know, I don't expect everyone to have time. But 2 out of 5 is pretty good, and the responses I got from those 2 are fantastic. They both did assume that would be the end of the video, and obviously that is not correct. But I got very good feedback from them saying that, yes, I managed to do what I wanted to do with it, so that's good. I am now starting to hit what I believe is usually the hardest part of these videos for me, which is like the analysis section. Because I, do some analysis during the whole bit. The analysis at the end here isn't that long. I'm calling anything past this. Let's call it title screen 2. This one. How to overcome. It's time to move on. Which, by the way, I think this is pretty well done. I'm still not sure about the whole second title screen bit, but I love this quote. I feel like it goes so hard. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's something stupid I've just decided to say when I was writing, so... But yeah, so this upcoming part is the hardest bit, not the interview, of course, but it's just me talking, right? That's the issue, is that it's, okay, this is talking, hit the interview section, and then it's just talking. Sometimes I refer to specific posts, but most of the time it's just me talking generals now. Very generally, which means I don't know what the fuck to put on the screen. Like, what am I supposed to show you? I know my goal usually when editing these things is to have something change on screen every 5 seconds. At worst, 5 seconds. But, I feel like even for like the Ishmael in Stars in Time bit, for whenever it was the analysis segment, I just couldn't. And I'm starting to feel that way again, because like I just don't know what to put on screen. This is tough work. Like, this being on screen for this long is so stupid, I think, but I just don't know what else to do. I don't know, man. So I'm about at the part where I say, like, killing Gaia off. And, I mean, all I have to do is get through this paragraph. And once I get through that paragraph, I can... Oh, God, no, this is more... Okay, get through that paragraph. Get through this other paragraph about crossovers, and then I can just get back to summarizing posts, and that's very easy to edit. That's all I need to do is to get back to summarizing posts, because it's summarize, it's summarize posts, it's summarize post, and set you up for Shadows of Cinder. Shadows of Cinder is my next favorite arc that CDB3 has ever done, and it's great. I actually commented on the repository, which might be mentioned in here. I don't know. And then the other thing, so after that, the only other thing I have to do is catch you up to modern day, which is getting you informed about Callisto. Which, to inform you about Callisto, I have to inform you about Moon's backstory. And if I'm going to inform you about Moon's backstory in more detail, that comes out during the Nightmare arc, which has the We Didn't Start the Fire cover. Which, since I was taking 2 days off of editing for my personal sake, as well as letting those reviewers have time to actually watch the video and give me a review, this is kind of just what me and Lancon worked on making this a reality. If you've watched in the video, you've probably already seen it. I don't know what I'm gonna... Oh god, I don't know what I'm gonna put on screen for that. Probably just the lyrics in the correct time. Anyway, I think my point here is that it's all it should be smooth sailing for the rest of this CDB3 segment. I just need to get through this part where I'm at now, and it'll all be okay. And I get through that, and then I talk about my turn on PokeMedia, where I can talk about my posts. I can show you the set on Tower Unite. There's probably a lot of stuff I can put on screen there. It's still going to be a lot of stuff to just hole and throw up on screen, and it's also going to move way slower since all the prep work I did was downloading posts, right? These aren't posts. I didn't download these. So yeah, I'll probably be getting close to my hour is 1 minute of... An hour of editing is 1 minute of video bit, and I'm not excited for that, but considering I'm an hour, 12 minutes in, and this looks to be going to, let's just say 25, I should be able to, to get pretty far. My estimate was 111 minutes, if I remember right. And I don't know if we're going to reach that. And I'm kind of wondering if I want to talk more about my turn on PokeMedia. I had a lot more stuff written here, and then I cut it down a lot. And I'm thinking I might throw some more stuff in, just to hit 2 hours. I want to say 2 hours and it not be inaccurate. But I'm not sure if there's enough stuff to talk about here. I don't know. We'll see. Like, yeah, this bit. Here's the set. Here's the shot. Here's an attempt at drawing Trapinch. Here's an official art. Adding a filter. I think it's good. Crop it down. Scale it down further. And that's perfect. So here's the set. Here's the shot. Could be expanded out a ton if I actually go ahead and walk around in Tower Unite and do like a, I guess, house tour. Oh, that's stupid, but hey, you've already watched the video. You tell me, was that good? Did I do that? Is it 2 hours? Can I call it 2 hours even if it isn't? If it's an hour 50 minutes, can I just say 2 hours? Are we all okay with that? I don't know. I feel like I should be at the end of this, but I am so not. I hit the climax, the emotional climax. I hit it again with the whole second title screen bit, and now I'm just kind of, I don't know what to do anymore, man. It's always the hardest part, is the analysis. Not because it's hard to do analysis, but just because it's hard to put things on screen. That's always the hardest part about any of video making is, what the hell do I put on screen to keep your attention? A lot of other video essay people, the thing that you do, or you'll see if you watch a lot of video essays, is that whenever there's nothing to actually show on screen, they just cut back to them wherever they are reading the script to you, or to camera. So that's the only reason I think I'd ever do a face reveal, is just so I can... If I do a face reveal, I can just record myself talking to camera, and that will be all you ever fucking see again, dude. It would be so easy. So fucking easy if I could just talk to camera. Oh my god, it would be so easy. But that's not what we're here for, is it? No, it wouldn't be a pan gaming video if I didn't... Oh boy, where do I even start with that statement? You know what, you tell me, assuming you've watched any amount of my video essays, you tell me, what makes it a pan gaming video? What makes it a pan gaming video? Alright, I'm closing this. Hey everyone, it is the 15th, technically the 14th, but we've passed midnight now, so it's the 15th. I am about 92, 93 minutes into the video, in which I am discussing my own time on PokeMedia. I'm hating this. I think it has something to do with the fact that this is my content, right? This is something that I decided to make, and then to also decide to hold it in high regard is like feels wrong to me. I don't know, man. Something about this just feels wrong to me. But I am starting to get to the end of the video. I've been having a bit of an internal debate on whether or not I should try to put some more things in there so I can actually get to a 2-hour mark instead of what looks like 100 minutes. But I don't want to make the video longer than it has to be, and especially right now, in which it's content that I am not liking having to deal with. I think I'm just gonna let it go. I did do a few things that weren't a part of the script, specifically the video parts where I show you the set and the update on CDV3's using the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon flare, which that has continued. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what there is to say about this at any point. I just want to get this over with, I guess. I want to get this over with. I don't know if I'll ever actually go back to posting on PokeMedia. Yeah, it was fun. I think I'm oh, this is going to sound weird to say. I think I'm too self-conscious to post on PokeMedia. Because it's when I post on YouTube, you as a viewer are not committing to this. As soon as you think this is a bad idea, you can click off the video and I'll never know. I'll never hear about it. But if I post something weird on PokeMedia, I am going to get several comments about it. And that is the type of that is the type of mental illness that I have, that's going to be an issue. So I think it's partially the anxiety surrounding it's a Pokemon subreddit, right? I don't know anything about Pokemon. Anytime I'm thinking about making any post, any comment, I ask Lan if this sounds right, because like I just don't want to be in the wrong. I guess that's just not an issue I usually have when it comes to making these videos, because I've read the subplot. I've read the entire thing. I should know what I'm talking about. And people, generally, YouTube videos, you are supposed to pretend you know exactly what you're talking about. There is no room for doubt to be in your voice because they came to you to listen. That's what I tried to at least not deal with in these bonus videos, to drop the facade of I know everything about these things. But yeah, no, so I guess with that, I guess I probably won't be posting on PokeMedia unless something changes recently. The other bit is on PokeMedia recently, there's been a ton of amazing newcomers who've done, like, you know, actual drawn art, and other people doing photo edits, and I think they're doing all a fantastic job at it. But I think that stuff, what I do, cannot compare. So yeah, man, I don't think so. It was fun, you know, while I was on there, but I can't do this, man. Something else, a different trend that has kind of happened that I've noticed is whenever I do one of these like really long videos, and when I say really long, I mean anything past 10 minutes, I kind of just, you know, I've said what I wanted to say and I'm done with the topic. I haven't really gone back ever since I finished the In Stars in Time video, and after the comments died down and I started working on something else. I haven't really put much thought into In Stars in Time, which I think is good. You know, I've moved on, so to say. But I do wonder if after this, if I'll just, you know, stop reviewing PokeMedia as much, if at all. Or if this will be just I made a cool video about it. Yeah, I'm done. Because right now, with how often I have to go to PokeMedia for to grab, pictures, sources, comments, all that stuff, Reddit has kind of realized that, oh my god, this guy loves PokeMedia, and every time I open up Reddit, it is always the first post is a PokeMedia post, and I'm like, I don't need to be seeing this 4 upvote posted like an hour ago. Like, I want to encourage people to go on PokeMedia, but I do not need to see every single post that gets made on there. I don't know, man. I don't know what there is to say about this all. I just need to get this done, finished. Maybe I should have stopped with the CDV3 segment, but I don't know. Alright, that's it for this one. Hello everyone, it is the 16th, more like the 15th, but we've passed midnight, so the 16th. It is 2:30, and I have, I guess not finished, but as for the main part of actually editing the video, it is done. This doesn't mean that this is going up tomorrow. Now, I have to go back through and add the music box, the pop-ups. Whenever the music changes or I want to credit something with that, I need to hand make the orange text box that pops up in the bottom left. So that's the very last thing I do whenever I'm editing, is that. And then that also acts as a passover, so I can go ahead and make sure each of those segments looks decent as I'm scrolling through it. So that's one. Then I have to work on and figure out what the thumbnail is going to be. No idea right now, but I'm thinking it'll probably be something with, CDB3's main group somewhere in the background, maybe a bunch of profile pictures or something in the front. It could also be funny to make the thumbnail a tweet. That could be cool, since that fits the whole PokeMedia bit. I don't know. I'll have to work on it, workshop some of that. Looks like we're ending at 97 minutes, just about. A bit disappointing. Significantly under the 2 hours that I had marked or estimated at the start of this. I am admittedly a little disappointed that this isn't going to be a 2-hour endeavor. I do kind of wish, I had enough to go off of to make it 2 hours. But I feel like with the CDV3 climax happening an hour in, it only goes downhill from there. So not really worth doing. Or not there. I don't have anything more meaningful to say. I could keep saying words like I am now. But there's no reason to bloat the video any further. So 97 minutes is where we'll land for this. And I've had several thoughts that I probably should have just ended it with the CDV3 segment. But, oh well. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done still. I'll probably actually start working on the thumbnail tonight. Once I finish actually, no, I will be finishing recording this, and then making this bonus video that you are currently watching and uploading that. That's the first thing that's got to go on. So that way I can link to it once I get the actual video uploaded. So I guess I'm working on this bonus video, whatever it's called, and the interview video, which I'm not sure how I want to edit. There's just a few things I need to do. For example, Word, the top right says my first and last name, my actual one, and I'm okay with that being out there, but not like that. as soon as my last name drops, it's not just about me anymore. It's about, my family members who share the last name, and then I'd be concerned for them. So, yeah. I want to be careful with that. Let's see. Do I have any closing thoughts since I did a really fast outro? Yeah, this has been a really interesting one to work on, as compared to all my other videos, which has had a lot more like video source material to work with. This has been mainly just images, which can be a little difficult to deal with sometimes. Well, I guess easier to deal with, but images don't move. That's the issue, is they're not as entertaining to look at. So, trying to figure out how to deal with that has been a bit of a thing. It has been nicer on ShotCut, my video editor, as it is nowhere near as bad as it was towards the end of the In Stars in Time video, which it was suffering and hard, which makes sense. Would I cover a subreddit again? Probably not. I mean, I think my best way of putting it is that I just try to cover what seems interesting to me. That's it. If it's interesting enough for me, and interesting enough for me to want to talk about it, like I think it deserves to be talked about, that's what I'll make a video on. Simple as that. There's a bunch of stuff that I could have talked about that I've already considered, that I didn't. Like, we were pretty close to getting a video involving the game One Shot. I played through it. I recorded my entire playthrough. And while the game is good, the game's great even, it has too many slight issues that I have with it for me to ignore. And if I don't want to be negative on this channel. I know negativity is what, gets people interested. That's what gets the clicks. But nah. I just wanted to talk about things that I like. There's enough negativity in the world. God, that sounds like such a stupid thing to say. Oh boy. So I guess with that, yeah, I probably won't cover another subreddit, at least for a while. I don't know of any other subreddit that could possibly interest me as much as this one. But it's just like for the, I did a Johnny Jash video, which was my first attempt at like covering music as a topic. And I have no intentions on ever talking about Jash again. Maybe making a reference to Jash, that would be fine. But like, I am not going to talk about Jash ever again. Unless like something crazy happens. Hey Jash, if you want to, I'd love to interview you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But I could see doing a music video. They're not doing a music video, but I could see doing another video about music. It just wouldn't be about Jash. I'm about to say a video idea. Me saying it here does not mean that this is going to become a video, okay? I'm going to say it. Have zero expectations for this video, okay? I had this idea of trying to reach out with several smaller, I say smaller, I'm not large in size either, some very small creators to just, reach out, maybe talk with each of them, do something like another interview like I did for this one. I really liked doing the interview with CDV3, so I kind of want to do that again, but with other people, if I can. I think talking about the creative process is very interesting to see how other people do those sorts of things. Anyway, my point here is that I have several small musicians in mind that I've been really enjoying recently. You know what? I'm going to pause this and pull them up right now. All right, I'm back. There's 3 people that I've been listening to some of their stuff recently that I've really enjoyed. The first one being on SoundCloud, this guy, Sam from the Pool. Admittedly, I only heard of him from his Zelensky cover of Peach Yogurt, which love Zelensky, love Peach Yogurt, and I love this cover. It's really good. However, I've been mainly listening to this album. Is this an album? What Hit You in the Face? That might be the name of the album. Specifically, Pipe, Rotting in the Drafts, and I think No Place are my favorites from that. But I've been listening to those a ton recently, and they're all fantastic. So I'll definitely have to listen to more of this guy's stuff. The second one is this Nova Khan. Oh boy, pronouns. I don't know what those are. Okay, I found him through, they did a cover of Can't Wait to Die from Will Wood, which Will Wood's been trying to remove the recordings of him singing it at a live performance a while back. So this is one of the few ones that is kept up because it's a cover, and it's a really good cover. Then there's also this album, which is really good. Specifically, I love Another Night at the Motel 6. This is so good. I think he even remastered it. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the pronouns bit. But it is fantastic, and I hope they continue. The last person is Kit Cabaret. I'm gonna formal apology to anyone that I mess up their names in any video I ever make. It always happens. I'm bad at that. So a delicious homemade dessert is a fantastic piece that I have put onto my phone legally. I did go through the correct means in getting it. Thank you for having a Bandcamp that this is free, so I can just download it from there. Their other work, which I look bad here because I haven't looked at Searchlights, but I can tell you for sure that some of their other stuff is fantastic. So I've been, once again, this probably won't happen as a video, but I have been thinking about the idea of trying to reach out to smaller creators, because only 200 subscribers, man, really? 1,000, sure, yeah. What, he has 120 followers. These people deserve at least more subscribers than what I have, right? I don't deserve anything compared to what these people should have. So, yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking about, like, it would be cool to reach out to these people, say, like, hey, I really enjoy your work. Can you tell me more about your process? And then doing something, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So that's an idea I've had for a video. Probably won't happen. One of the things that, if you haven't been, if you're not into the creative arts, like, I call video making a creative art. One thing that happens all the time is while you're making stuff, you get plenty of more ideas. I have tons of ideas that always constantly go by. Anything could be a video when you really think about it. So I jot down the good ones, some of them start to become scripts, and very few of them make it into videos. Very few. But I usually like what I make. Usually. I guess, yeah, I think that's about it. If you have managed to watch the regular video and whatever I'm titling this video, probably behind the scenes peek, or, something behind the scenes. I like that phrase. Thanks. I know very few people who watch the actual main videos go through and click the bonus videos, but that's a part of it. And I guess part of it is for myself. This whole thing is just for myself. It's a way to get my creative juices flowing, as some would say. More accurately, I'm the kind of person who every so often has that, feeling, that need to create something. And I've tried all sorts of stuff. Music, games, art, never really good at any of them. But I think I'm decent at this. I think I am. Not sure. Maybe. We'll see. But I can tell you for sure that one of my favorite things is the comments. That's one of the things that really does keep me going. I love to see that anything that I've created has inspired or affected someone enough to take time out of their day to give me a comment. And every time I see that notification that, oh, hey, new comment on one of your things, I get so excited until I click on it and see it's on the Johnny Jash video, and it's rah Johnny, wah rah. And then that disappoints me very much. But quite a few commenters, especially mainly from the Ishmael Sifrin video, I think about a lot. Probably more than it's healthy too. But, it's whatever. You gotta get that parasocial relationship somewhere, am I right? Oh boy. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for me. Once again, thank you for watching both the main video and I guess this one now too. And if you have watched the interview, CDV3 himself thanks you for watching. So that's 3. That's well, actually, I don't. No, I do say thank you thank you for watching. You got 3 of them. Or 2 of them, and about to get 3 other. Anyway, you're great. You're cool. You're good. Oh God, I'm fumbling. I'm just gonna end it. All right, Pan Gaming signing off. See you in the next one.